joining us. Live Music Nation podcast, Festival Edition. Today we were Joshua Hopkins. He's at Chugwater Festival. Josh, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Give us a little background on you, Josh. Where'd you grow up, and talk a little bit about your career?
Yeah, sure. I grew up in southeast Pennsylvania, and I now live in Chugwater, Wyoming. I've been here for about 5 years. My background is in a lot of different things. I actually have a degree in fine art, photography from Temple University, and I have a lot of experience in the data analytics realm. That's some sort of work I did, kind of fell into after college, and but now out here in Chugwater, I do a lot of part-time ranch hand work, and I'm involved in all the summer spring brandings and such like that, rounding up cattle and helping sort, wean, all that stuff. And now I run a feed store, grocery store, general store that's the town store in Chugwater. And we sell all the equipment that ranchers need and use. It's kind of our main business, from hay bales to vaccines and groceries for the townspeople as well.
What brought that change on for you? That's pretty drastic.
Yeah, I know, you're born in one place, you have no choice kind of in that, and you grow up there, and there's certain things that maybe define you, or I don't know, you're looking for, and once I think I got out of just sort of you grow up and you're 18 and you either go to college or whatever you do, and when you start to explore the world, and once I started traveling out a bit more and saw the high plains, especially in Wyoming and such, and this being a rough, rugged, miserable territory where people really have to work hard to make anything of it. To me, that sounded like a very intentional way of living, and I just really appreciate the traditional industry of agriculture and people working with their hands to mend fences and blizzards. I mean, that's just the kind of people I wanted to be around, and so I just made the move.
Perfect. All right, let's jump in. Let's talk about Chugwater Festival. I always ask these three questions. What does it look like? What does it sound like? And what does it smell like? Meaning food, environment, atmosphere.
Yeah. So the full name is, it's the Chugwater's Chili Cook-Off and Roundup. I'm actually the president. I'm currently the president. It's a volunteer organization, nonprofit, of what's called Chugwater Events Inc. And essentially, we are the group that puts on or hires people to put on these events. The Chili Cook-Off, as it's often referred to locally, is kind of the premier event in Chugwater. It's been going on since the mid 80s, and things have changed through the year. But basically, what does it look like? It's a small town event. Our town is 175 people, but we bring in thousands of people to this event, and it is a chili cook-off, as you can hear in the name. That kind of jumps to what it smells like. Is you've got a lot of chili cooks who come in, they're competing. This is the Wyoming State cook-off. This is the official championship cook-off that people are looking to win. So it is a big deal for anybody wanting to compete in the state. And there's a lot of other vendors as well. Sound like we have music all day long. There are as many local bands as we can get. We are not really in the realm of getting your bigger acts. We've always kind of wanted to. It's just, again, it's kind of a volunteer, nonprofit funded. It's donations, people who want to help our cause. The main purpose of kind of the funding and everything is to give money to our nonprofits and organizations that operate in towns, such as the museum, just to kind of keep those things in town going and bettering our community. And that's sort of where the whole event started. But we do have a rodeo. It's called the Chugwater Roundup. That's in the name as well. I'm mainly in charge of that side of things. And our guy who puts on the rodeo, his name is Rand Seeley from Bosler, Wyoming. And he is a stock contractor, puts on his own Tom Horn Days, which is well worth looking into if you love that stuff. But it is this year it is a Working Ranch Cowboys of America, WRCA, sanctioned event, which has its finals in Amarillo, Texas. So people can come from all over the country and actually potentially win our event and go on for some really big stuff down the road. So it is a busy day of events throughout our whole little 3x7 block town. And everything from the Mercantile, the Tri-County Mercantile, which I'm one of the owners of, to the soda fountain across the street where you can get some old-fashioned malts. I mean, people are coming in and out, and it just feels like small town America comes alive.
What's the importance of this event for your town? Like either rank it for us or just describe it, because I don't think people understand, especially people who attend festivals all the time. I don't think they understand what a weekend like this in your area, in your community, and just how impactful it is.
Yeah. So like I said, our town's 175 people. We have plenty of our own, town finance issues, and just trying to get some of our cultural missions furthered, funding those things. We're not a Jackson, Wyoming, where we have millionaire donors. I mean, it's overwhelmingly been a farming and ranching town, and it still is. And there are businesses like mine that operate at the local level. You have the actual Chugwater chili, the brand name Chugwater chili, and they did start the event back in the 80s, but it's now run by a nonprofit. But they're a well-known, well outside the region, across the nation business. But again, what this does is it helps our nonprofits. The money goes to the Economic Development Committee, Chugwater Economic Development Committee. It goes to the library, it goes to the community center, it goes to the museum. And it's just a way that we can help preserve our local culture and help to further the mission of making the town a better place to live. Just trying to the Chugwater Economic Development Committee, the goal is really to make the town economically viable for people to want to do business here, want to live here, want to hopefully raise families here. And the main goal of this event is to bring in money that goes to those things. Obviously, the sales tax revenue for the town and the town finances just helps us get along with daily business, like keeping our water system running, keeping the trash moving. We're not doing big stuff here. It's just helping people live their life. And actually, today is a kind of a great example of that. It's been single digits this morning on April 5th, and I think we got nearly a foot of snow. Communities north of us got up to 3 feet of snow. Yeah, that's Wyoming. And, the wind will pick up and kick it all around. And basically, we're just kind of looking to survive here, and the ways that, the ranchers and the people who are really conducting business to thrive. And we're here, we're open. I'm sitting in the Mercantile office right now, and we conduct business. But that money helps the town to do those basic services just on days like this. How do we pay companies that can come in and take our trash out? I mean, we're not a big funder on ourselves, and us residents. I mean, the people here, they're all just regular, classic American folks who work hard and try to just bring the money in and care for their family. And so we want to just further the mission of our community to do that.
That's perfect. Is this your big annual event, or do you have other events throughout the year?
This is it. This is the one. The Chugwater Events Inc. That runs the Chugwater's Chili Cook-Off and Roundup, does have the ability to put on other events, and we've kind of done that recently so that we can try to get some more events going. But this has been the big one, basically, since the mid 80s. It was really pivotal in kind of getting visibility of the community, getting some people coming in, seeing, maybe thinking they might want to live here. It has many purposes. Just getting people into our community and really hoping they feel the spark of it. But we don't have too many other major. There's a lot of local community events. We have a wonderful Memorial Day service, but I mean, there's not really any financing. It's just a community event that anyone is welcome to attend. Very patriotic ceremony. But this is really the big one. This is Cheyenne has Frontier Days. We've got the Chili Cook-Off and Roundup. Not quite on the same level, but that's our equivalent.
Heck yeah, absolutely. All right, couple fun questions, because I am in live music and live entertainment. I always ask these questions just to get a little perspective of your area and what people's opinion. So first question is, Josh, What is the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
Oh boy. You know what? That's not too hard to answer. I recently saw, it was a couple months ago, it was Ned Ledoux down in Cheyenne. And for non-Wyoming folks, you really need to look into who Chris Ledoux is. That was his father. Chris Ledoux was he was a bronc rider, and he was very particular in being just a traditional bronc rider at Cheyenne Frontier Days. I don't know his full. I know he was a champion at some level, but I don't know his full bronc riding history. But he was just a Wyoming musician through and through, and is very known throughout every corner of the state. So Ned is his son, and Ned's great because he's not just rehashing his dad's songs. He can sing all those songs. Sounds very similar, but he's got his own sound. Really great, and it is. If you really want a piece of Wyoming culture and music, Ned Ledoux is it. And I got to see him at the Lincoln Theater in Cheyenne.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Next question is, dead or alive, you could bring one musical act to the Chugwater Chili Cook-Off Festival. Who would you bring?
You know, I've really been interested in having Corb Lund come play here, and I've and maybe maybe nothing on him. He would be a very close second. I did see him at the Terry Bison Ranch, so if he somehow happens to hear this, I got to meet him, and that was wonderful. I might put him and Ned on the same level, but Corb, I think it would be really great. I really love what he has to say, and I really like that his following extends outside the state, so we can get people who really like the stuff he sings about to come in. We all get to appreciate someone like Ned here in the state, and he goes around. But I really like the reach that Corb has, and he's Canadian, so he's not not from the States. So I just think if I was putting on an act and being strategic, I really would love to have Corb come and play here.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Josh, how do people find out more about Chugwater, the Chili Cook-Off, the festival? If they want to make some travel plans, how do they find that information?
Yeah, well, so this year it is held. It's so every year, and this is thus far not unchanged. Could change in the future, but as of now, it is always on Father's Day weekend, the Saturday of Father's Day weekend, which I believe is June 17th this year. And just so I can put the right information out, yes, that is June 17th this year. It's basically an all-day event. I can't remember if we have a website. I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I'm the president of the organization that kind of helps with the funding and stuff, but I don't actually put it on myself. But they can always reach out. I mean, we're a small enough town that if someone called town hall, we have a contractor who's helping us put everything on. I think we have an email, and I can do a quick search here. Chili Cook-Off. We do have chugwaterchilicook-off.org, and that looks like it is up to date for 2023. So chugwaterchilicook-off.org is where I would go.
Okay.
I believe we have contact information and such through there. That's probably going to be the best place to get information. But if someone's passing through town and that isn't available, almost anyone in town can direct somebody to the correct source as well.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to reach out.
That's perfect. Josh, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your time. This is really meaningful to us, and thanks for listening to what we try to do here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, baby, I'm